kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Recovers a fumble, and he's still going.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. From the gun, the running back has it. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The good news is it was complete. The bad news is not enough for the first down. Punt team headed out. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Trying the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Small. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. The give to the back. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A first down run in the red zone. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They go to the ground. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Boyd. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They try to pop a run on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets it away from his own end zone. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Using his legs, it's small. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The give to the tailback. Nice move there. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Snagged in the middle, it's Simmons. Pulled down for the tackle.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Trying to pound it in. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Watson. With the catch, it's Small. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The short hands, it's Miles. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle with Simmons. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the tight end. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hand off to the single back. And they're in for a touchdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Running into the open space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man down the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks on the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Back to throw, it's Watson. Trying to set up the screen. Makes a man miss. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Miles. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll open the second half on the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Reeder. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Brings up second down.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Third down.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on third down. And here comes the punt team.
Number 8 on to kick it away.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's small. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Watson. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Another broken tackle. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Fires deep toward the end zone. He's in for the touchdown.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the 2nd half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Look out, he's got room. There he goes. The 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. To the air, it's Watson. Catch in the middle, it's Small.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ran through the contact. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. To the air on first down. Sets up the screen.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Touch pass on the run. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Second down coming up.
They give it to him again. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that is another first down for the offense.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Right on target this time. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. On the run, it's Small. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the run. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. They're going to run it. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Here's the fly sweep. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Reeder. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Gets it to him on the screen. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Hands it off on the counter. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top, looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Give to the running back. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Now, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Frederick. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
4th down coming up.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the end zone. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play.